negotiations were unsuccessful. So their next step is that they will be deploying CS gas into the home and will be infiltrating the home to see if they can find the shooter and get him out. Now, the fair goes on for more than a week, so there is plenty of time for people to come out, enjoy some rides, get some funnel cake, and enjoy an amazing view from the top of the Ferris wheel. The police report says Ivan Tosh stood right here the night of the accident. The truck came, hit him, and dragged him. How far? Well, about right here, 12 feet from where he was standing. Tears were shed and hugs were shared as Amy Wright was greeted by many of her employees. Now, this building right behind me is where the fire is happening right now. Flames can still be seen sparking out from the roof. Dolan and her husband have lived in the neighborhood for more than 3 years with Pork Chop, and they say if Pork Chop goes, then they go. A small boat like the one I'm on right now can cause a wake up to 2 feet in height. So imagine a much bigger boat and what it could do. It is certainly freezing out here. I really regret not bringing my gloves with me. Worried and shocked does not even begin to describe what some of these parents and students felt during the threat today. Many of them are just glad that in the end, it did not get worse than it actually could have.
Lockdown code red for like 2 hours. Sitting there, everybody was worried, texting their parents and stuff.
Worried students, frantic parents, unsure of what was happening after a threat sent Topsail High, Topsail Middle, and Topsail Elementary into a lockdown.
People were saying that there was some Instagram post that someone was posting pictures of guns and saying they were going to come to the school. Some kids were really scared and some weren't.
The Pender County Sheriff's Office says a parent called them and warned them something might happen.
The Pender County Sheriff's Office received a non-emergency phone call into our communication center, alerting us that there may possibly be a student from Topsail High School that may be en route to the school with a firearm.
Sheriff deputies rushed to the school. That's where they found 18-year-old Bryce Sheehan in his car with a knife strapped to his leg and 3 other knives on him. Deputies say another student, Alan Eduardo, heard about the lockdown and tried to bring a .22 semi-automatic rifle onto the campus to stop the shooter. Investigators say neither student got inside Topsail High School with the weapons.
It's terrible, terrible. Kids and guns don't mix.
The Pender County Sheriff's Office confirms the Instagram post is from one of the students they arrested. Many parents are glad nothing worse happened, but they hope this will stop.
I'm just thankful that everybody moved as quickly as they did and they were able, to stop whatever this plan was today.
Pay close attention to our children. And until we get that right, then that's when the world will be a better place to live in.
Guns with kids, that's got to stop, and selling them to kids and selling bullets to kids, it has to end somewhere.
Now, the Pender County Sheriff's Office spokesman, Captain James Rowell, said Sheehan is charged with possession of a weapon on educational property, but not a firearm. He's being held on an $8,000 secured bond. Now, Eduardo was charged with possession of a firearm on educational property, but he's out of jail on a $2,000 bond, and in the end, no one was hurt. So live in Pender County, Basil John, WWAY News.
How many times
This is LT Hines.
Please come visit our church. We'd love to have you.
He's a member of the Wrightsville Beach Baptist Church and a big part of their water ministry program, which started more than a decade ago.
A Sunday school class started it, and they did it for 2 weeks, and we just picked it up and started running with it.
Every Sunday during the hot months, he and other congregation members will stay outside from 9 a.m. until noon, handing out water to anyone who passes by. Even dogs can catch a break and grab a drink.
You form a whole lot of relationships, and people look for you to be here, and the only time we're not here is when the weather's too bad. So they know if it's a good day and they're jogging or walking or just having a good time down here on the loop, we'll be here to take care of them.
Hines says they give out 150 to 200 of these water bottles every Sunday. Sometimes they reach up to 300 on holidays. Well, why do they do it? To deliver a message to the community.
Us offering the water is just a way to say thank you for you being here, and it gives us a chance to invite people to come to our church.
People from the community took notice and are doing their part to pay it forward.
It's a good start, and it helps you look in return to give. It's like pass it on. And it's great. I mean, I really appreciate it. I look forward to it when they are out and they do this. And by all means, all the time I come by, I do give something because they don't have to do this. And it's just like you say, a carry on.
and they continued to pay it forward, one bottle at a time.
You need one. There you go.
In Wrightsville Beach, Basil John, WWAY News. This is Evan Woodwick, diagnosed with systemic juvenile idiopathic arthritis back in August 2015. All he wanted was to finally see the ocean and beach and get surfing lessons. The group Reagan's Wish made it a reality.
With Reagan's Wish just lifting us up like this, our family, I don't know if you can say we needed this, but we so needed this.
Evan and his family traveled more than 1,500 miles to Carolina Beach and got more than they could believe. Evan was made mayor for the day, was in charge of a council meeting, got the key to the city, and got surfing lessons from the world's champ, Tony Silvani.
They're not going to hurt, okay?
For me to have an opportunity to take him out on the water and share a memory that he will always remember, that means a lot to me.
Evan says this is
like once in a lifetime opportunities.
But he wants to keep it at once for now.
It was scary. Salty.
Is this something you'd do again?
I don't think so. No, sadly.
But his mom was having the time of her life.
I was screaming and going, woo! I'm so proud of him for hanging on. He's tired. These kids have a war going on inside their body. They're so fatigued often, or lightheaded and dizzy. I am so proud of him.
Evan encourages other kids in his position to go out and try something just like this.
Try something new, yeah. The ocean's good I think the ocean's good for your skin, so why not?
But he says he'll never forget it. In Carolina Beach, Basil John, WWAY News.